Do you want to know the secret to becoming a true holiday hero? Carving your turkey like a pro. I'll show you how. After the turkey has roasted and rested for at least 30 minutes, you want it to cool off a bit before you start to carve. You're ready to go. Have a pair of kitchen shears handy, and then be sure to cut the twine off the turkey legs before you start anything. Go ahead and pull the legs apart a little bit. You'll start on one leg and just very lightly cut in between the breast and the drumstick. Then once you've done that, you'll just sort of pop the thigh out a little bit. And then the joint is right in here. You'll go ahead and cut through the joint. Use the tip of your knife just to move down, and you'll cut it off. So then you have the full leg. So you've got another joint right here. The best way to do it is just to go ahead and cut through, and that way you can separate the drumstick, because there's always someone in a family who loves a drumstick and just to eat it like a drumstick. So use the tip of your knife again to break through the joint. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put the drumstick right on the platter, and then you want to debone the thigh. There's only one bone here, and it just runs right through the middle. So cut around the bone, and you should be able to just sort of lift it out a little bit so you can get your knife underneath and move the knife underneath the bone. Now just slice. You can go ahead and use the carving knife, or if you have a slicing knife, you can pull that out too. And then if you have a big fork on hand, you can use that to transfer. So your next move is to work with the wings. And this is kind of a tricky part, but it's the exact same principle. You're finding the joint. Sometimes you can even turn the turkey over a little bit, and that can be helpful. And then use the tip of your knife to get back into where the joint of the wing is. So then you can flip it back. Know that you've already sort of gotten things going on that side. Separate the wing, and then you'll just go ahead and do your little pop again. And find the joint. Use the tip of your knife to separate the joint from the top of the turkey. So here you'll just separate the flat of the wing from the drumette, and then put them on the platter. I like to go ahead and keep the bone in there. The breastbone runs right through the middle. Just use the flat part of the knife blade and run it along the breastbone, because you want the knife to stay as close to the bone as possible here so you get as much meat. And then your knife will start to curve down over the ribs, and just keep cutting and peel it back. At the very back here, there aren't any bones, so you just cut right through. You just keep going, peel it back. You're gonna run into the joint of the wing right there again. I just like to go ahead and get it on the platter. It makes everything faster, because once you start carving the turkey, everyone's ready to eat. One thing that's really nice about keeping everything on the platter like this is it keeps the turkey moist and warm as you're finishing the carving. With your new carving skills, not only will your table look really polished, but leftover sandwiches will be easier than ever.